Hey, what's up? It's Phoenix, and it is a very nice day in Salt Lake City, though it has been raining a lot, and that can be a little bit overwhelming sometimes, but it keeps things fresh. I wanted to provide an update and say hello from Salt Lake City, from Phoenix himself, and I wanted to touch base on kind of the things that I've been thinking about lately and that I talked about last time. The way that I've experienced things lately has been of a lot of difficulty. I've kind of felt a little bit discouraged by the things that I need to do and that I want to do. At least that's where I was last week. But I'm definitely feeling a lot better today. And I think that's partially because I gave myself some time. There's this great idea from Bertrand Russell as channeled through the YouTuber R.C. Walden, where there is this idea that in order to continue along our path and in order to continue to be creative, we have to try to find things in life that we do not so much for the abstract kind of complexity and the things that we work really hard on in a kind of single-minded approach, but we need to have multiple approaches. And I was actually thinking about this because I have a lot of interest in music outside of things that I'm learning, for instance, just in my lessons or even just in general. And so I've definitely been allowing myself to challenge myself and to play Between the Buried and Me, who is a band that I've really enjoyed. Have been trying to play Coma Ecliptic, the song by Between the Buried and Me, just to expand my horizons a little bit and just try new things. And that is the spirit that we need, is a kind of curiosity and exploration of new things and being able to give ourselves that chance, because otherwise we limit ourselves. And I've been thinking about that in a variety of ways, where I feel as though I have been working really hard on a lot of my projects lately, and I kind of just want to think outside the box a little bit and just do things more for fun. Not completely, because I definitely want to work hard and continue to work hard on all of my projects. But I was just thinking about how I do want to open myself up to more just relaxation in some ways when it comes to pursuing my interests and my projects. And so I'm still not sure how to always do that, although I've mentioned some ways in which I'm starting to do that. And I really do want to live an active life. I want to live a good life, and I want to be able to do a lot of things that provide inspiration. And I find that a lot in writing, though I realize that sometimes I'm a little bit too strict on my writing because I expect it to always be as good as it can be. And so I've had to learn to kind of tone that down a little bit sometimes to be able to just express myself, and that it doesn't need to be perfect, that none of it needs to be perfect. I think life is too short, and I think that the reason why I was feeling a little bit more finite in my approach is because I realized that just like anybody else, I could get burnt out. I could struggle with things that just struggle with life and struggle with trying to convey that richness of personality and depth that you have, such as in your art. And I just realized that I can't always do that. I can do it to the best of my abilities, but at a certain point I have to recognize that I do have limits and that I can't do it all, so to speak. And so as hard as that's actually been really inspiring for me, because I've realized that there's a lot of ways in which I'm still learning, and in which there are many new things that I can explore, many new paths, and that I have to give myself credit because I am definitely creative. I do a lot in my life, whether that's my projects, such as YouTube, writing, or guitar and music, as well as my work. And I know that I've had a lot going on lately trying to get everything ready for the next few months of my life, which may change a little bit with my work, as hopefully I'm able to get certified as a peer counselor, which I'm definitely looking forward to. So I wanted to reiterate this idea that we often find ourselves in a single-minded approach, but that just allowing ourselves to open ourselves up a little bit, even if it can be difficult, is definitely a really good thing to do. And I'm doing that a little bit here for you too by recording this on my iPad and keeping it very real and down to earth by doing it here in the city, even though it can be really loud sometimes and a little bit distracting. And you'll never guess what I'm listening to. I'm listening to Coma Ecliptic by Between the Buried and Me, because I definitely want to continue to explore their music through my playing, and I want to continue to explore. So yeah, If you find yourself stuck in a rut, I hope that you can keep some of these ideas in mind, that life should continually be a journey and that we should allow ourselves to explore things and allow ourselves to be open to the world around us, and that we don't always have to do everything at 100%. That sometimes it's okay to take a little bit of time. And I think that that's normal to any process that people may have, and I think that we can grow a lot through that process, and that it is okay to allow ourselves that space. I'm Phoenix, and I wanted to say again, hello from Salt Lake City, hello from me, Phoenix, and I hope you have a good day. I'm Phoenix, thank you for watching. I will see you next time.